Keep on rocking in a free world.
Keep on rocking in a free world.
All right, check it out. My new Haloview Wireless Backup Camera System. This is really nicely packaged. It came within a few days from Haloview. It is wireless, so that means you don't have to run wires from the camera to the monitor, but you still got to tap into power, of course, for the camera at the source, and then you have to tap into power up on your dashboard for the monitor itself. It is expandable to 3 more cameras, so very similar to the CCTV system I already have, except that it is wireless, so you can add extra cameras. It does record as well, so it is a DVR as well as a backup camera, so it can be your dash cam as well if you want to put one of the cameras up front. Packaging is great. There's the antennas, the 2 antennas, one for the monitor, one for the camera system. And, ooh, that's a nice size monitor. It looks a lot like the cameras I already have, but a little bit bigger. You see that? It's definitely wider. And of course it'll have the antennas sticking out the top of it too. So what I'm going to do is, boy, I gotta wash my van. I'm going to remove my rear security camera and move that probably over to one side or the other, and then put this in the center because the backup camera is better off in the middle so that it lines up properly on the screen. Comes with a nice little stand and 3M tape on the back for your dashboard, adjustable, just screwed in the antennas up top, or if you prefer, you can have the bracket mount, and it comes with a sunshade as well. So, out with the old. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. You have your power, 10 to 32 volts, there you go. So plug that into 12 volt. Before we go any further, I just temporarily plugged it in. I just connected the wires to a cigarette lighter plug so I could test the power, and there we go. The monitor turns on. No signal, of course, because I don't have the back camera connected yet. Islander puts this mirror in the bathroom. It's just a plastic mirror, and then a light on either side of the mirror. And how do they connect the lights? With a wire directly across and electrical taped to the wall. Yep, this is pretty typical RV construction once you start taking things apart. That's the actual wire from outside from where the camera is. Anyway, so all I have to do is cut that wire between the 2 lights and tap into the power and plug in the rear camera. Bingo bango. Okay, so I just cut the wires between the 2 lights. I connected the supplied power cord from Haloview. There's the one coming from outside. There's the one coming from inside. Okay, so now I will plug it in. It's pretty simple. It's just plug, and then it twists to lock. Done. Well, let's see if it works. Oh, look at that. I can see out back. Perfect. Hell yes. And it has sound. I can hear everything through the monitor from outside. That's pretty sweet. Didn't have to do anything. There's no wires connecting this monitor to the camera. It automatically just found the camera wirelessly and connected to it. I think this is sweet, and I might just go and replace my other cameras on the sides and the front with this guy, because it's compatible for up to 4 cameras after all. All I have to do is tap into power wherever that camera is and just leave it there and just wire it in and forget about it. This thing is amazing. I've now been using it for a week, and it has never failed to turn on right away when you hit the button. And you can actually turn off the backup guiding lines if you want. I'll show you quickly here. The first option there is to split the screen to different cameras, because this system can take up to 4 cameras. I could basically replace my wired CCTV system with this if I wanted. So you can split up the screen and display it any way you want. Just have 2 cameras showing, or have all 4 showing, or have it split screen. As I only have 1 camera on it right now, so it's just going to show the one, obviously. And then you have the option to change the brightness, the contrast, the color, and the volume, because it actually has pretty good sound. I can hear outside really well with this. The next option is the mirror. So that's if I want to swap it, like to reverse. There you go. It's backwards. There's this is proper view. This is the way I would have it set up for the rear view camera. You can have it upside down. Let's say I mounted the camera outside here on this overhead cab that I have above my windshield for a front-facing camera. I would be mounting it upside down. I would flip that option in the menu, and so it would actually be showing the correct orientation on the screen. In the settings, you can set the date and time, the format. Auto dim is on. That's what I have right now, and it's excellent. At night it goes to night vision, black and white, and it's super good. You can see everything outside just like it's sunny. And as soon as a car drives up the block with their headlights on, it automatically switches to color. Like it senses the light really quickly and switches modes. So it's automatic. And then of course park lines. That's those lines. So I have that turned on for the backup camera right now. So it gives you the guiding lines when you're backing in, which is handy. And record. This does have a standard memory card slot, so you can pop your memory card in and it's always recording, which is awesome because now it is like a security system at the same time. Plus when you're driving and you have this on, especially if you have cameras on front, back, or plus the sides if you want, everything's recording. So if you ever get in an accident or anyone T-bones you or rear ends you or whatever, it's all there. You've got the evidence for your insurance, which is fantastic. To me, I wouldn't want to bother with a camera system unless it was recording. What's the point? You can see it on the screen, but if something happens and you can't actually go watch it later and use it for evidence, then it's kind of pointless. That is awesome. So I am seriously considering replacing my wired CCTV camera system, which is good. With this though, it works so well. The screen is beautiful. There has been no wireless connection problems whatsoever. Every single time I turn it on, it connects within a second. So I'm thinking of ordering 3 more cameras from Haloview so I can put one on each side and one on the front under my cab here as a front-facing dash cam, so to speak. Except it'll be outside, not inside. And the reason for that is it's infrared for the night vision. If you put it inside, the infrared will bounce off the glass of your windshield. Any of the night vision cameras are useless once the night vision turns on if it's behind glass, unless there's ways to block it, but it's very complicated. It's a lot easier to put the camera outside. And since they're fully waterproof and weatherproof, there's no problem with that at all. So I'm very happy with this. I can't say enough about it. I've been now testing it for over a week, and I wanted to make sure everything was good. There was no bugs, nothing to really worry about. It's simple as attaching the 12-volt power like you would anything else in your RV. It's just positive and negative wire. So I just have it plugged into my cigarette lighter at the moment, but I'm going to actually wire it into my glove box, because in my glove box there is a light when you open the glove box door, and that's always connected, so you don't have to have the ignition on or the accessory switch on. So you've always got the power on, because there's going to be times when I'm going to want to turn it on when I'm parked and I don't have the ignition turned on, and just look outside, or who knows, there's all sorts of reasons. I could always connect it, run a wire to the back, connect it to the house battery as well, so it's always live and always ready to go. And then of course the camera at the back is just connected to the, as I showed you, just connected to 12-volt power that was nearby back there. So wherever you want to install the camera, just run a wire in and just find the closest power source, whether it's one of your lights in your RV or whatever. Just tap into that power cord and hook it up, and voila, that's it. You don't have to do anything else. You just turn this on and it automatically connects to it. It's amazing how well it works. It's super high quality. Now, we haven't had any rain, so I haven't been able to test it in the rain. So what I did do is I gave my van a pressure wash. And then I used a regular hose, washed it again a few days later, and I soaked the hell out of it. There's absolutely no problems. It didn't fog up or anything like that. I mean, it is rated for outdoor use, and it's super heavy duty. It's got the Allen key screws on the side, the antenna screwed into the back there. It's got the sun visor on it, and it's solid metal, so it's a pretty awesome little gadget. This little back piece was already there. That's what I put on there from my old camera, so that's obviously not coming with it, so you can build whatever you want. It does come with a rubber grommet for where the wire goes in. So I obviously added a little silicone in behind this as well, so just to make sure there's no leaks. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. This system Just incredible thumbs up. I absolutely love it. The Haloview system is available in a wired version as well. The only difference is slightly better picture quality. Of course, anything wired is going to be better than wireless. That goes without saying. It's like if you're going to plug your phone into your car stereo and listen to music, it's always better to use a headphone jack as opposed to using Bluetooth, because you're always going to get slightly better sound quality. But for most people, the Bluetooth is good enough. And for purposes like this, come on, I don't need any super 4K high definition perfect picture quality. And honestly, it looks great on the screen. I can't see any issues with it at all. So I'm very, very happy with it. For the ease of installation, positive and negative wire to power source to the monitor, positive and negative wire to the camera, wherever you decide to put it, and just turn it on, and there you go. So, and the price is right. You guys want to check it out, I do have a link on my website. The link is below in the description of the video, justincredible.tv. And if you want to check it out and you want to purchase one, get down there right now and order one and stick it in your RV. I'd love to see your pictures of your setup or video if you put up a video on YouTube as well. But hey, can't go wrong. Keep on rocking in the free world.
You're watching Just Incredible TV.
Want to see more? Become a patron and see exclusive content. Plus, see new, just incredible videos before anyone on YouTube. Head over to patreon.com/JCredTV and keep on rocking in the free world.